Hey guys, Battle here, and today I'm going to be talking about Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now I have played the open and closed beta. I've played a little less of the closed beta than I have the open beta, just because of the of just only one region. That kind of got boring pretty quick, but that won't be a problem in the full game, because I am talking about the good and bad things about this game. So you could go off these things whether you want to pick it up or not, or you could just go off of like a review, but like don't go off like IGN or something like that, because like the comments down there are just flame wars between like, oh no, Xbox is bad, oh PS4 just destroyed Xbox, yeah, I don't care. And then there's like these innocent people. I'm sorry, I'm rambling right now, but I'm gonna start off with the good, because I want to like lift your spirits a little, because if you're already feeling down about this game, you know, just like these are a few good things that you might want to write down if you're willing to spend $60 on this game. But first off is the good graphics. Now this game's graphics are pretty amazing, I must say so myself. I personally love the snowy and like rain parts of like anything. I think snow and rain just looks amazing. But like the graphics are pretty neat. I don't think I've seen anyone like argue about like some bad areas, because I haven't personally seen any bad looking areas myself, like bad textures or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure there's gotta be like some of those because of how big this map is, and like you have to make this game stable, so that's probably gonna show up maybe a lot. I don't know. I'm not here to criticize what the full game might be. I'm just telling you this is my result of the closed and open beta. Now, number 2 is the amount of customization. The amount of customization in this game is like amazing. It's like from the way you customize your weapons to the way you customize your character, and you don't customize your character like you do in Fallout 4, where you like morph their face into like freaking Obama. But it's like you get preset faces, and then you could like make that your own. You could add like your own beard. I mean, there is very limited options on like what you can do to their faces, because there's like very limited hair designs and like limited beard designs. But like the amount of clothing is pretty good. Now, you can't go out there making your character look like a hipster coming straight from San Francisco, but you can make yourself like look like a unique soldier, I guess, because this is Ghost Recon, not Grand Theft Auto. So I mean, yeah, the gunsmith has been amazing in Future Soldier too. So it's pretty neat in this game. But the fact is, you have to go around like finding the weapons. There's these little points on the map, and then you find the weapon parts and stuff like that. So you don't like earn it by like XP or something like that. I think you might for some of them. I don't know. Don't take my word on that. But my third thing that I have about this game that is amazing is the map size. The map size is absolutely huge. I cannot even like compare this map size to like anything right now. I'm sure that'll be like a 1-to-1 scale when this game comes out to like Grand Theft Auto 5 or like Just Cause 3. I don't know if it's gonna be bigger than Just Cause 3, but this map size seems pretty big, just because of like how big the areas I feel like they are that I'm playing in right now. Although it is kind of quick just to get from one side to the other with a helicopter, or like or just like off-roading with anything. But yeah, the map size is pretty large. There's like 21 areas I think if you do, and that's a lot. Now, fourth thing that is pretty great about this game is the amount of hours. Now there has been a Reddit post, and it has said that there's about like 4 or 3 hours for like it takes to complete like every mission in a zone. Well, I'm just gonna call it a zone or area, whatever you want to say. 3 to 4 hours in that area, and that's for like each of them. Okay, so that's like all the missions. I don't know about side missions and stuff like that, but that and 21 zones, okay? That's like 60 through like 80 or something. It depends on like what you're doing, but like 3 hours, if someone could beat a zone in 3 hours, and that's the least time. That's 63 hours right there. So if you're gonna take longer than that, then that's a lot of time to play. I mean, like, you're not obviously spending years on this game, like 50 million hours of this game that has content, but like it's a large map, a lot of things to do in this map, a lot of fun to be had. So that's another pluses. Alright, so my fifth thing that I like about this game is the creativity. Now, the creativity that you could do in this game is it's pretty neat. Now, most of this you could only do in like co-op. I don't think you're gonna be doing as much creative stuff with like your bot teammates, because I'll get onto that later. But like co-op, when you guys are working together, forming a plan, and like as one of the E3 showcases, or I think it was just one of the showcases that Ubisoft went out, it showed the players using a truck, just like a truck, and then they were like forming as one of the enemies and pretending to be them, and then they snuck another guy in there like that, which is pretty great. And then there's also a lot of things you could do with the power and stuff at night. You could turn off the power and make them not see you as well as they could with the power on. And it's just a lot of opportunities there, and that's a lot of replayability. Now let's move on to the bad stuff, okay? Number one, a lot of people can agree with this, is the driving. Now, the driving in this game, closed beta, I definitely did not like it. It felt like Watch Dogs 2 driving, and if you felt Watch Dogs 2 driving, it is, I'd say it's worse than Watch Dogs 1. Because honestly, the cars feel like they have no weight at all, and they're just like little papers. Like, if you even tap your controller like even once, then it'll like do a sharp turn. I'm serious. But like the sensitivity, it turns like too easily and stuff like that. So that's what was going on in the closed beta. Now I think it's a little better, but still not as good, especially for the bikes. I can't even talk about the bikes. The bikes just, and then like if you're off-roading, and then like the tire sounds just sounds like a rubber ducky, just like squeezing like constantly when it's hitting the ground.
And if you want something to happen to you on
So I mean, the driving, you could go look up what a lot of people say have to say about the driving in the game, because it's a lot. Now the second thing I have to say is the helicopter controls. The helicopter controls, I've seen a lot of posts and comments and stuff that the helicopter controls feel like it's doing its own thing, like an autopilot. Like, I've experienced, like, they're kind of weird to me. Like I'll be flying a helicopter, and then like I'll be going forward. I'll be like holding down my right trigger. I'm playing on Xbox One, by the way. And the thing does not go up. Like, it just goes forward, and then when it reaches a mountain, it goes up by itself. Like, it's flying it for me. I don't know why. It's just clunky. It needs to, like, I don't know. They need to look at that. Because they kind of have some time. I mean, they wouldn't have much time as they would have, like, before. But I don't know. I just not liking it. Now, a lot of people say, now the next thing about the bad things is a lot of people say that the teammate AI is pretty bad. It's because they just want, like, more things you could do with the teammate AI. All you could do is really, like, make them move, and then, like, when you tell them to fire, I saw this video, it was by some guy, I'll link him in the description, but then he was showcasing that he wanted to make his AI move to a position, and then he said hold, and then which made them hold, and then he went down and fired because he wanted them to, like, hold the position and fire enemies, but they didn't. They just ran everywhere, like, towards the player. And then, like, which is another reason why you should play co-op, because, like, you can't do as much with the teammate AI that they give you. So yeah. And the last bad thing I have for this game is no multiplayer. Now, I'm not talking about co-op, because it has 4-player co-op in here, but I'm talking about, like, player versus player. This has been in, like, a lot of Ghost Recons in the past, but the no multiplayer it like lessens the replayability. Like if I bought COD Modern Warfare Remastered, right, and it just shipped with the campaign, I'd play it like once a few times until I finish that campaign, and then I just drop it. I wouldn't even touch it again, because like the multiplayer is usually what we go back to. Now the repetitiveness of like a story or something, like you don't want to see those cutscenes, or you don't want to go through this whole thing again till you get to a certain point. And which is another good thing about this game is you could go anywhere you want from the start. You don't have to like be limited. You could go through like a highly difficult area and just like be able to go there. But like the multiplayer is what people go back to. That's where they like people set goals and have fun, and they're like, oh, by the end of this month I want to be rank 43 or something like that. I don't know, but that's where like competitive stuff goes. And I don't know, but sometimes it just might be too much balancing, because there's a lot of weapons in this game and it might just be difficult. I'm not Ubisoft, alright? I'm not gonna judge on this. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, remember to hit that like button down below, and if you liked it even more, then subscribe. But I don't want you guys to start flame wars in the comments saying, oh, I'm wrong. Just like be respectful about that, okay? That's what I thought. But yeah, I'll catch you later. Bye.